In the wild, every creature carries a unique weapon of survival. But some animals possess something so massive, so unbelievable, it defies imagination. We're talking about horns. Not just big, but horns so gigantic they'll leave you stunned. Normally, horns grow in proportion to body size, but a few species break every rule, carrying colossal horns so outrageous you'll be shouting, "Oh my God, is that even real?" And remember, at number 1, you'll witness with your own eyes the giant cow straight out of Kong, Skull Island, a real-life monster you never thought could exist. The countdown begins now, and get ready, because what you're about to see will blow your mind. Number 10. Anchovy longhorned cattle. Have you ever imagined a cow with horns stretching up to 2.4 meters from tip to tip? Sounds unbelievable, right? But this isn't fiction. It's the reality of the Anchovy longhorn, also known as the Anchovy Watusi, a legendary breed from Central Africa. Just one look at those massive horns, and you can't help but wonder, what are they really for? Defense? Attack? Or simply to show off their power? In fact, back in 2004, an Anchovy Watusi named C.T. Woody and a steer called Lurch shocked the world when their horns were recorded in the Guinness World Records, measuring an astonishing 103.5 centimeters and 92.5 centimeters in circumference. Even today, these cattle are widely used in Central and Northern Africa for farming, thanks to their massive size and incredible strength. But let's be honest, the true showstopper is their gigantic, awe-inspiring horns, a natural wonder you just can't look away from. Number 9. Capra ibex. High in the snow-covered mountains of Europe lives a wild goat with horns so striking they'll leave you speechless, the Capra ibex, also known as the alpine ibex. Here's the first surprise. Both males and females grow horns, but can you tell them apart? Only someone with eyes as sharp as an eagle could spot the difference. Even more fascinating, these goats live in a very unusual way. Males and females separate for most of the year, only coming together when it's time to mate. Strange, right? Now picture this. On a cliffside above the snow line, a herd of ibex with massive curved horns standing proudly against the icy wind. It's a sight that feels almost unreal. And before we reveal the next animal with unbelievably large horns, here's a quick challenge for you. If you can hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications in under 5 seconds, you'll unlock 10 years of amazing luck. Go on, try it out. Who knows? It might actually work. Number 8. Rasputin, the goat with the largest horns. Yes, it's another goat species, but trust me, this one is completely different from anything you've ever seen. Meet Rasputin, the legendary Walliser blackneck goat that amazed the world with its record-breaking horns. In 2017, Rasputin's name was officially entered into the Guinness World Records as the only living goat with the widest horn spread ever measured. Hard to believe, isn't it? But here's the fun part. His owner, Martin Perker, named him after Grigory Rasputin, the mystical advisor to Russia's Tsar Nicholas II. Why? Because this goat has a long black beard that looks strikingly similar to the infamous Rasputin himself. And if you ever get the chance to visit Austria, don't miss Leeds, Tyrol, where Rasputin lives peacefully with his wife Lily and their son Lucky. A truly unique goat family with a royal twist. Now here's a question for you. If you had horns as massive as Rasputin's, what would you use them for? Defense, battle, or simply showing off? Drop your answer in the comments below. Number 7. The three-horned cow. Baffled by its name and appearance? You should be, because this might be the very first time you've ever heard of such a creature. And if not, then it's almost certainly the first time you've seen one. Just like the Anchovy longhorn, the three-horned cow is also a member of the Sangha breed of cattle. It shares many of the same features, but here's the twist. Right in the center of its forehead, a third horn protrudes outward, almost like a unicorn. In Uganda, where this extraordinary animal lives, many locals believe it should never be sold, but instead worshipped as a small god, because it's considered a rare species of the Anchovy Watusi and possibly the last of its kind. Much like the Anchovy Watusi, Its horns can grow up to 2.4 meters, though the circumference is slightly different. Now here's a question for you. If you saw a three-horned cow in real life, would you think of it as a unicorn, a sacred animal, or simply a strange wonder of nature? Tell us what you think in the comments. Number 6. Baral, the Himalayan blue sheep. Up next is the baral, also known as the Himalayan blue sheep, a stunning creature with a bluish tint to its coat. But don't be fooled. They aren't actually blue. That shimmering color is just an illusion created by their grayish fur reflecting the snowy mountain light. What truly makes them stand out is their wide, smooth, and elegant horns. To tell males from females, you usually have to rely on body size. Males tend to be a little larger. But here's the tricky part. Sometimes young males look so much like females that even experts get confused. Once fully matured, though, the males reveal their true majesty. Their horns can grow up to 1.3 meters long, sweeping gracefully backward in an incredible display of power and beauty. But here's the question. If you came across a baral in the wild, would you say it looks more like a sheep, a goat, or maybe even a mythical creature straight out of legend? Number 5. Rhino. Found mostly across the Asia-Pacific and Africa, rhinos are among the largest land mammals on Earth, weighing anywhere between 700 to over 1,000 kilograms. This magnificent creature belongs to the Rhinocerotidae family, which includes 3 famous species: the white rhino, the black rhino, and the Indian rhino. What makes them truly stand out is the gigantic horn, or horns, growing right on their nose. These massive weapons are not just for defending against predators, but also for battling rivals in fierce territorial fights. When fully grown, a rhino's horn can reach an astonishing 2.8 to 4 meters in length, depending on the species. And here's the fascinating part. Some species have just one horn, while others proudly carry 2. So, here's a question for you. Do you know which species of rhino actually has 2 horns? If you do, you might just be an animal genius. Number 4. Markhor, black buck. Did you spot it in the picture? That's right. This incredible creature with its towering horns is the markhor, a wild goat that thrives in mountainous regions where vegetation is plentiful, its main source of food. What makes the markhor truly fascinating is its extraordinary climbing ability. These agile goats can scale steep, rocky cliffs with ease, giving them a huge survival advantage. Even powerful predators like snow leopards and wolves struggle to chase them across such treacherous terrain. And while they may not have the bulk or size of some other horned animals, their spectacular corkscrew horns are nothing short of jaw-dropping. These spiral masterpieces can grow up to 152.4 centimeters long, towering above their heads in a stunning display of strength and beauty. Now here's a fun question. If you came face to face with a markhor on a rocky mountain trail, what would you do first? Take a picture, admire it in awe, or run the other way just in case? Number 3. Scimitar-horned oryx. Oh wow, just look at those horns. Absolutely breathtaking. This is the scimitar-horned oryx, a once widespread antelope of North Africa that is now extinct in the wild. And the reason? Sadly, humans hunted them relentlessly, all because of their magnificent horns, which curve backward like a giant scimitar, or as some say, like an enormous screwdriver. This obsession with their beauty drove the species out of the wilderness long ago. Today, the only place you can see the scimitar-horned oryx is in zoos and protected reserves. Spotting one in the wild is no longer possible. Despite not being one of the largest horned animals, their remarkable horns can still grow up to 101.6 centimeters long, rising proudly above their heads in a display of elegance and strength. Here's a question for you. If you had the chance to stand before a scimitar-horned oryx, would you feel awe at its beauty, sorrow for its extinction in the wild, or anger at humanity for causing it? Number 2. The giant eland. Can you guess what this massive creature is? Look closely. That's right, it's the giant eland, the true giant of the antelope world. Native to the wild landscapes of Central Africa, from Cameroon to Congo, Senegal, and Mali, this colossal antelope roams the savannas like a living legend. But it's not just their sheer size that lands them on this list. What truly sets them apart are their majestic spiral horns. Take a closer look, tightly twisted near the base, then straightening out toward the tips, a masterpiece of nature's design. A male's horns can reach a staggering 123 centimeters, while the female's measure around 70 centimeters, still long enough to command respect and awe from predators and rivals alike. And now, here comes today's subscriber pick, the moment you've been waiting for. One of our viewers sent us a photo of a man standing next to a bull with horns so enormous they look like the longest in the world. But here's the question. Is this just a clever trick of perspective? Or are we really looking at an animal with horns beyond imagination? Don't blink, because the shocking truth is about to be revealed. Number 1. Texas Longhorn. And here it is, the moment you've all been waiting for. The Texas Longhorn. Think you've seen it all after the three-horned cow and the Ankole Watusi? Well, think again, because the Longhorn will blow your mind. This legendary breed of cattle carries massive, thick horns that can stretch up to 1.8 meters on bulls and an incredible 2.57 meters on steers, a size that seems almost impossible. Although it's named after a U.S. state, the Texas Longhorn is actually the result of a random mix between Creole cattle of Spanish Latino origin and English cattle brought to Texas by Anglo-American settlers from the South and Midwest. And here's the most fascinating fact. No two Texas Longhorns are ever alike. Each one is unique in size, horn length, coat pattern, and color, making them true one-of-a-kind masterpieces of nature. So tell me, which animal from today's list left you the most amazed? Was it the three-horned cow at number 7, or the mighty Texas Longhorn at number 1? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't miss our next episode on Mystery Drop, the most powerful animals in the world. It's going to shock you even more.